Aloha folks, and welcome back to episode 3 of the Gabsteria city. We are going to rename some things because you have submitted your ideas in the latest comment section on episode 2, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, we need a cemetery. How nice. Yes, another plan for today I think was to build something I got an idea from really quick. Perhaps build a church and a cemetery or yard or something like that. Although what we need really is these crematoriums, I think. So I don't know. We'll fix that later. Let's go ahead and pause. So first, renaming the recycling center to Activision. We're also gonna create a garbage dump and name that what was it again? Steam Greenlight, that's what it was going to be called. I don't exactly know why, but I can imagine it's because there is a bunch of games that never get released, and it's kind of like a little dump of things that aren't exactly appealing. And the department store is now called Infinity Store. The original idea was selling even the X particle, but that's a bit too long. So just so all of you know, some things are a little bit too long, and like it has to fit within this bar here. So it might be like 1 or 2 words. I don't know how many characters that is. Maybe like maximum 25 or 30. Oh, also Kettle Flatnose, who suggested a Roman name for a road, corrected me and said that what he meant was the windiest road, not the windiest. So that was kind of stupid on my part, but I don't really know what the windiest is. I mean, they're all kind of not straight, so we'll just have to, for now, accept this. If you see any road that you say, oh, that's really windy, make that one a Roman name, then just go ahead and tell me. Name a future residential area Little India. Okay, alright, that's it. Name someone Yihadi John, and so I have done. And he's also a high school student because, you know, I think that was about his age. I don't know much about Yihadi John, except, you know, that he was kind of young and he went off to fight for the Islamic State, and then he was bombed. Abbasid Blob Street, after the Abbasids and Crusader Kings Chew, or in real history really, but they tend to blob out a lot, so it's this huge road here, or street. There's a little bit of maybe too much of an angle here, but I'll fix that. Kettle Flatnose also suggested that we name the longest road in the city Alexander Street, but as he mentioned, I kind of already have that in the city, so it just, I don't know. I don't feel like moving that one. I like where it is with all the other leaders. However, we need more names. Like there were a lot fewer comments this time, and I think I'll have to come up with a few myself, not just rely on you guys. So wait, did anyone rename the university? No. You know what, let's call that Hitchens University. Hitchens University. Yeah, I know it was Hitchin, as in like a, yeah, but whatever, we'll just call that Hitchens University for now. So we're slowly adding more offices here, because our city is offices only, and that's what they need. People need jobs, so we'll go ahead and add that. I've also been thinking of like creating maybe a street in the future, a road that looks like a road here in Stockholm, which is very nice. Like you've got, it's pretty much double trees on both sides, or like there's a path in the middle with trees on both sides, and then the road, like a road on each side. And the tool here doesn't have that. We've got this one, but it'd just be easier to, I think, pull two roads and then create a line of trees and then a path in the middle or something like that. But we'll see. I've also had some other thoughts. I just noticed something really strange. It seems like the name of these roads here disappeared. So if you can remind me, if you remember the names of these ones, it's this. I think it's this one, which honestly, like it was called like Gabster Street or Road or something. And then we had this one. But I don't know. This is really strange. I don't know why it disappeared. Also, another thing, when you come up with road names, like, you can throw out as many as you like, and because there are a bunch of roads I have to name, so the more the merrier. Don't feel afraid to and you don't need to say where. Just, you know, if you have some idea or something, just go ahead and say it. I really like how one of the comments was, you know, name some streets after famous leaders, and you know, that just gave me a bunch of ideas. I have a bunch of them here now. I have a bunch of assets, like I even downloaded the Burj Khalifa. I think everyone that owns this game has the Burj Khalifa if you go on the workshop. But of course, I don't think this is the city we're gonna put a 1-to-1 scale of the Burj Khalifa, unfortunately. Let's place down a zoo, because why not? We'll come back to this later, and I think we'll work on the cemetery and the church now. Okay, eventually we have to place down an IKEA. That's just a rule, you know. I'm Swedish, we have to have an IKEA in this place. Ladies and gentlemen, St. Basil's Cathedral. I don't really have that many cathedral assets, so I placed this one down. I have the one that's in Kiev as well, the Annunciation Cathedral, but that one's smaller. So I'm going with this one. I don't know about, maybe we should upgrade this road or something, but I'm gonna go ahead and place cemeteries and place things right behind here. It's not exactly the most beautiful things, but there it is. I think really that maybe I should have tried to find some more cemetery assets, because this is not like, it's not really amazing, although it does fill up, right, so it looks better over time. But in general, I think this might have been too elongated. Maybe we should have made it wider instead. This district is now called Redcraft, because, you know, I just feel like creating districts and naming them now. I think, yeah, this other one, I don't know, we'll call stuff something, right? Peace Heights. I was gonna call it something like Victoria Heights or something, but I feel like this is better. And why are they unhappy? I didn't know, oh, there we go, yeah. It just takes a while to update. 52 euros per square meter there. That's a huge land value. I don't think I've had anything like that before. Let's check that out. Oh, look at that green. Look at that. Wow. Loan Square, because, you know, university and you get a bunch of loans. Yeah, that's quite fitting. Now, what else is missing? I don't know. Well, you have to come up with some names as well. It's kind of boring to me to sit here and do that. Actually, there are a bunch of streets that need names, and I really don't understand why these ones are missing their names. Like, this one isn't. Why would these just disappear? Maybe I'm not seeing it right. Maybe it is here somewhere, right? No? Or maybe I never even named them. I don't know. I'm kind of lost right now. What I've really wanted to do is to put up a castle somewhere, like a palace. Not just a giant castle, but the thing is, there aren't many assets for castles. I've only seen Buckingham Palace and then some Zek Palace. I haven't downloaded them though. What I'd really like to see is maybe like the Royal Palace here in Stockholm. It's an ugly building, I'll give you that, but it'd just be cool to have it in the game. Of course, I don't have the skills to put that together, so I don't know. I'll just wait around for that, or maybe we could actually go ahead and put in some other palace in the meantime. There, the city is growing. I've gone ahead and relayed a lot of roads here. There were some really crazy roundabouts and stuff going on, but I've gone ahead and changed that. I'm also gonna make these real roundabouts, not these shitty, terrible, non-working ones, because this is, yeah, that's working good. Do we have any more roundabouts in the inner city here? No. Now, what about on this side? Nothing. Good, wonderful. Should we change the direction of these roads here? Oh, that's really weird. See, it's these, I don't know who made this, or if it was made purely from a design that was like, somehow they programmed it to become the way that it is here. But there are a lot of streets and roads that are pretty bad, and I'm gonna be changing them as we expand outwards. Let's take a look at some city statistics. We see a massive population change here, where it's constantly growing at a good rate. We're not flattening out, and it's not like in spikes. The problem is if you ever get one spike in a population in City Skylines, you'll have like changing like death rates that go up and down like by extreme amounts. Here it's still kind of okay. What about birth rates? Yeah, they're pretty decent, kind of stable. This might be a problem, I don't know, we'll see as we go along. City budget, treasury doesn't matter, city value, infinite. Taxation is going up, population changes, influx of people. Okay, available jobs going up, education, almost, or 1.3 I thought, or is that, huh. Students up, tourists, oh, already about almost 40 there. Happiness, people are happy. Residential zone, commercial zone, industrial zone, we don't have that, but in office zones past the commercial, about halfway there. Prisoner is kind of stable. Cyclists, that's good, we want that to go up. Ah, the first subway system. We're gonna implement 2 lines, one going north-south there, right in the middle, and one going east-west, right down this road here that unfortunately doesn't have a name, but I'm pretty sure I named anyway. They don't intersect actually, one goes under the other. I don't want too much traffic. I like having like the idea of one central station, but I don't think that really works out in City Skylines too well. Maybe in the future we'll add something maybe over here, some other line that goes across and intersects on both. I don't know. We shall see. There, we have line 1 and line 2. Oh, that's my dog. My dog's sick, so if that's what's happening, if you're wondering actually. It's quite unfortunate. The subway lines are very new, so we don't really have much movement right now, but something I love doing in City Skylines is just watching the transportation lines doing their job. It's just nice and cool, because actually before City Skylines it was called Cities in Motion, or the previous titles were Cities in Motion, where your job was pretty much to just take care of the transportation system. So that's why this transportation system is so detailed and so nice. Free public transportation, yeah, of course. Boom. We're gonna get lots of people using the system now. There's just one thing with the implementation of After Dark that annoys me a bit, or maybe two, but they all go in the same category, and that is the fact that just because they added a day and night cycle, but just in the sky, right? And some areas where at night you can't have, you know, loud music and stuff, but in general it's still very how would you say, the people still go about, you know, they're in school at 3 a.m. or whatever. Doesn't really make a lot of difference for them, and that kind of annoys me. Oh, ooh, traffic jam. Yeah, we've got to fix this. I think it's yeah, only 1 point for the garbage, and then 1 point of entry, or there are 2 points of entry into town really, but doesn't seem to be used a lot. We'll have to fix that eventually, maybe. Yeah, okay, we have to fix it, especially the garbage, because that could cause trouble. Yeah, but I'm annoyed in general just a little bit about the fact that people don't have a day and night cycle. Only the buildings kind of do, but not really. And it's just the sky, so it's just aesthetic. I hope maybe they change that in the future. It'd just be nice to have, you know, rush hour, people going back and forth, actually having a day cycle. Yeah, this traffic jam is pretty bad because we've got a fire that's spreading here and burning down already a couple of buildings, and the trucks are just stuck in traffic. Ugh. And I tried to fix it. Damn it. How do I do this? Okay, there we go. This should fix the problem. I've gone ahead and upgraded this to a proper roundabout with 3 lanes, but the problem is that I had to demolish a few of my underpaths, but I rebuilt them, and eventually, once we expand here, we'll make it look nice. Now, these guys, okay, they're stopping the fire there. Is anyone stopping that fire? I mean, there are a lot of fires going on right now. Not good. I noticed that this area that we've been expanding into didn't have any sort of entertainment or anything, so I've placed down a little drive-in movie theater there, and that should be pretty nice. And yeah, I'm really liking the city. Expansion is quite slow, to be honest, or I mean, it is fast, but it's gonna take a heck of a long time for us to fill out this entire space. So we either speed up or we stay in this pace here. I really can't record a lot right now. I just started university. Got a bunch of things to do. We're not actually that much, but you know, trying to get used to that rhythm. And then I'm also trying to learn to drive. And incredibly enough, I'm 19 and I haven't really put much effort into learning how to drive. But if I'm gonna be a diplomat or anything of the sort, I need to get a driver's license. So that is something I should be prioritizing instead of this. But of course, I love you guys and I love city building, so of course I'm not gonna give this up. Rambles, says he can't do it and then does it anyway and says he is doing it. What am I saying, really? That is the great question of the universe. I've gone ahead and placed a bus terminal here. I feel like we are expanding a lot in this direction, and maybe we should just fill out this area a little bit more. The bus lines I'm not going to place down just yet, but I feel like we should just have it here. This area is kind of gritty. I actually feel like maybe we should keep the power station there unless we have some better ideas in the future. But yeah, I like this area. It's kind of, you know, skate park, power plant, a bus station, or bus terminal, really. It's kind of, you know, oh, and high school, of course, so it feels good. Now let's actually place down a path. I feel maybe, no, can we not place down a path here? Yeah, like that. That is great. That is wonderful. Can they actually walk around this side? I think they can. We've got a new hospital in town. It's a little bit further away, but it's for the expansion into this side. We might need a medical clinic down here, I think. But in the meantime, since we're not expanding there right now, since we're gonna try to avoid expanding too much over there, I think this is good enough. Now that is an expensive area. That must be, I don't know, I wish you could actually mouse over and just get a value in that particular spot. Actually, wait, you can look at the residence maybe? No? Perhaps not. Yeah, but we have a very high priced area here in the center of everything. I'd say that's our CBD pretty much, right? Although our stores are over here. Actually, let's check that out. Yeah, we've got some blue here. Residential. Yeah, this area here is definitely our CBD, I'd say. If you don't understand what I mean by CBD, CBD means Central Business District, and that's pretty much where we've got the highest land value. Or not really, I mean, it's close. It's called PLVI, Peak Land Value Intersection, and yeah, that's generally where the Central Business District is. We only have 281 people using the line per week, or citizens, and then we've got 15 people there. We have, however, 15 people using the two what are these called? Taxi depots. So, but that's kind of strange because, I mean, so many taxis are always out and around. I feel like the value should be a bit higher. In any case, we've got a working system going, somewhat. I feel like we have some traffic points that we could work with, maybe, or try to fix or deal with in the future. I don't like placing roundabouts all over the place because cities aren't just roundabouts. I feel like that's oh yeah, I'm gonna make traffic better. Let's put a roundabout. Well, it's not really how it works. So maybe we should try to focus on public transportation and lowering just general car use or something of the sort. So I think that will be all for this episode. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you didn't, I don't know why, just tell me in the comments below. And of course, leave a like because it really helps the channel out as well. Even if you aren't the kind of person that leaves likes very often, it just helps me out a lot. Thanks. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to leave suggestions for road names, for the new hospital, maybe for the university, even though I've already named that. Just a bunch of roads. There's so many things to name. It's all up to you. Share with your friends. Let them comment as well. And I will see you later in episode 4, hopefully with lots more to do. Thanks so much. This has been GameGabster. Farewell.